They fire off through turn 4. Rod Heastand first to the line, getting a bit of a push there from the 23 of Bryce Bonnet, and Paul French Jr. going to go around the outside for the lead to start this race. Got 3 wide, almost 4 across the middle of the backstretch that time. They're going to even it out just a little bit here as we're battling up front, and Brian Harrington Jr. goes to the lead. Oh, and Nick O'Neill's going to get turned around in the middle of 1 and 2 and gets backed into the wall. That's going to bring out our first caution here. Okay. Gary Mitchell going to drop down in the pace truck here again as the modifieds get refired through 3 and 4. Green flag waves and Tony helps in, and we're back to green. Bryce Bonnet going to look low again, but gets blocked this time by the 21X of Rod Heastand as the 73 and 33, Brian Harrington Jr. and Paul French Jr. make their way around to the front. Brian Harrington Jr. right back out to the lead here, but Bryce Bonnet got held up just a little bit more there. And Nick O'Neill has already made his way up to third and is looking to pursue Brian Harrington Jr. Now we're working to the inside of Paul French, trying to pick up that second spot. And O'Neill will clear coming out of the corner. And he's getting his nose around the outside this time as Harrington moves up the track to block him. And O'Neill going to switch up and dive back low this time in 1 and 2 and has the inside of Harrington. They're going to make contact and both back out to here, racing for the lead. As Nick O'Neill had caught Brian Harrington Jr., tried to work to the inside. Starting in the rear, though, let's see how he holds on. Gonna dive low in turn 1, or out of turn 4 that time on the start, and able to get right back up to the back bumper of that 88. And here they are battling again. Nick O'Neill looks strong, able to roll this car on the bottom, and didn't seem to buckle or lose too much there, so this car might be fine for our current points leader, O'Neill. The 20 Bonnet's there. All over the back bumper of O'Neill and is going to clear him out again. Nick O'Neill's been cleared out for a third time this race. That time Brandon Bonnet put in the turn on the number 88. Absolute chaos tonight for our modified points leader. Pat Bush on the inside, Bryce Bonnet outside. Bonnet's done a good job leading most of this race. Bush going to get a good launch off on the inside this time and is able to stay side by side. Not able to find as much momentum wrapping that low line, though, as Bryce Bonnet right back out to the lead here. Brian Harrington Jr. trying to wrap that low line, pick up that second spot on Pat Bush. Looking just a little bit better for Pat Bush lap after lap, but they're going to make more contact here and go up into the wall as Sparks all along the backstretch made contact coming out of turn 2 that time. Flag out. A little bit of smoke coming out of the back of the 0 that time. Possibly some of that kitty litter burning off the tires still. Making his way out of the turn 4 corner one more time. It's Bryce Bonnet with his first win of 2024. Pace truck gonna drop down as we get ready to roll our second main event of the evening. Vance Cass going to fire off down low. Insane Zane gets the good launch on the outside, though, as he's going to roll up front through the middle of the turn 1 and 2 corner. Got 3 wide stuck here right in the middle. Got Fippen, Love, and Hall, but Love going to clear and go all the way to the front now, as Insane Zane fell off and is falling right to the back. A chaotic first lap for the 80. Onto the back straightaway this time. Hall gonna peak low again. Love taking that really high line right up next to the wall. Not gonna get as good of a fire off here as Hall moves up into second there on that lap. But it'll be David Fippen out of turn 4 for his first career win at Tucson Speedway. Making their way out of turn 4. Make some noise as their Bandoleros get underway. Got the 95 and the 66 working up the track here, and they're going to make their way around cleanly, the 3 of Austin Schmick. Austin does a great job keeping that low line wrapped coming out of 2, but And with a little under 5 laps remaining here for Dominic West, he may even be looking at some lap traffic for himself in today's Bandolero event. And West, you could say that 95 Bandolero is almost as fast as lightning here on the back straightaway on this last lap. And that 95 Lightning car able to get it done. Works Chaos Kenzie low a little bit, though, but she keeps it held on, driving on the apron. And she'll take the checkered flag here as Dominic West, our Desert Valley Landscaping Bandolero Heat winner. Kenzie Parker will take her second straight runner-up finish, and Austin Schmick on podium for a third straight time this season. Time looks like a good start up front. Bill Cohn holding on to the middle, but the 29 of Gary Cheek trying to slip low, running by his friend Larry. Got Gary and Larry side by side, front row, and Barry trying to stick his nose in there. And we're 4 wide across the front straightaway. Absolute insanity. Jeremy Smith forced to go low onto the line now, and Barry Levitt had to move up the track, got into Gary Cheek, and Cheek's going to spin it around here. Smoke coming out the rear end of that car, and we're under caution for the first time here in this Pro Stock race. Just 1 lap in. And the 83 of Bill Cohn rounding out the rear as they get fired through 4 this time. Dylan Jones out to the lead by little bit of push here by Jeremy Smith from the outside, and he dips back low and is trying to find the inside, but Dylan Jones has this running. A little bit of a push here for the lead, and Jeremy Smith gonna look low, diving into turn 1. He has the line. Can he get the launch off the turn 2? Not quite able to clear Dylan Jones here, but he has this car working back on the bottom today. Little bit of a wiggle that time, went really low down onto the apron, got into the grass a little bit and saw him shake there. And Richard Dorman's going to work to his outside, trying to pick up that second spot. And he's going to get it with a wide arch and run out of the corner. We're under caution this time as the 98 of Barry Levitt stopped on the back stretch. Didn't see if he went around there, maybe took a spin. Looks awkwardly angled towards the inside right off the wall. But that'll bring us under our second caution at lap 6 now. So we get 5 laps under green there before another yellow comes out. Got Richard Dorman and Dylan Jones front row, Jen Hall and Jeremy Smith second row with Larry Leach and Bill Cohn third row. They fire off through 4 this time. Little bit of contact there, but the 26 holds on to his line and is right back out front here. Dorman trying to work low to start, but Jeremy Smith going to get the better roll-off from the outside lane. Got 13 laps remaining here. Can Jeremy Smith get around? No. He tried to look low entering turn 3, but decided better of it. Sorry, that was the halfway to go. 13 and 12 to go. And Dylan Jones really starting to push it through that corner. You could see his car start to skew sideways just a little bit coming out of 4, but able to keep held on to it. But they're nose to bumper now on the backstretch. Jones is going to have to hold on again. Smith trying to look low and pulling side by side onto the front straightaway this time. They're nose to nose. Smith's car made up a bunch of ground coming out of 4 that time on the low line, and they're staying side by side on the backstretch, entering 3 this time. Smith gonna drift up the track a little bit, forces Jones to do the same. Gonna move up the track a little bit in 4, and there's contact that time. And Dylan Jones going to work Jeremy Smith down the track. More contact, and Jones turned himself, squeezing Jeremy Smith tight, and is going to go around, and that made contact with the 44 of Richard Dorman as well. So we're back under caution here with Richard Dorman looking to go back-to-back, or will it be someone new in the Pro Stock division? Dylan Jones dives low on the start. We got a little bit of 3-wide action there on the initial start as Hall caught in the middle of the 27, Jeremy Smith and Dylan Jones. She's going to hold on right in there, though, pushing into the corner, and a little bit of contact made with the 27, but he's going to stay right side forward. and actually makes the run through the corner to get around the 26 of Dylan Jones for the lead. And it'll be Jeremy Smith out of turn 4, taking his 4th Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing Pro Stock win of the season. Game. As we're green here, got Brent Schmick taking the lead on the outside, charging his way up front, just like in that heat race. I'm in as our sole competitors for today's Sierra Cycles Legends event, and Brent Schmick make his way out of 4 one more time to take the checkered. Your 2023 track champion, Brent Schmick, gets his first win of 2024. And it'll be Joshua Davis in the 96. Got a little bit loose that time coming out of 4, but able to save it, and that will round out our Legends race. So a strong run on that first lap by Gary Lavoie Jr. He manages to stay up front there, holding off Bob Cram to start this race, but some nasty 2 and 3 wide throughout the pack on that start, especially in the middle and rear. Got 3 wide entering the corner. Jen Hall stuck to the outside of Art Meredith. Little bit of contact, but everyone going to get around okay. Trying to pick up that spot as we got 3 wide for 4th. Right behind him, Calvin Catlin from the rear going to make his way around. And Calvin Catlin's up to 4th now, battling with Bill Black over that spot. 6 of Jeffrey Gillespie off the pace here and is going to hit the exit ramp. That drops him back to 11th. Gary Lavoie Jr. here still running strong. But our running order right now, it's been all Gary Lavoie Jr. up front. Bob Cram still holding on to that second spot, and Austin Ward made contact and goes around. Austin Ward was running 3rd there right in front of Calvin Catlin. They were pretty much running nose to tail on that last lap coming around and making their way out of 4 that time. The 21 truck gets worked around and is down in the grass now. Looks like they fire through turn 4 again, and we're back underway. About 16 laps remaining here. Cram going to work the inside and edge out to a small advantage here, but the momentum off that high side on restarts prevails as Gary Lavoie Jr. noses back out in front, and Cram here possibly getting passed by the 15 of Kirsten Jones and the 64 of Calvin Catlin as 3 trucks looking to make their way around that 27. I think 2 spots quickly on the start here. Oh, and big contact from Jen Hall. And tough hit for the 27 up into the wall, and the 28 involved and turned around as well. That time entering turn 1, you saw Jen Hall trying to find a space where she could go. She tried to work low a little bit. Looks like he has a good launch this time out of the turn 4 corner and noses out in front of Kirsten Jones here on the initial start. Calvin Catlin and Kirsten Jones providing pressure here, though. Kirsten Jones down low, going to go side by side down the back straight away and giving up this lead now. He's going to battle back one time here in 3 and 4. But Kirsten Jones single filed out and gaining space now. A little bit of contact there between Catlin and Lavoie as Catlin made the pass for 2nd. Now Jen Hall trying to work around, almost got turned that time. Looked like she was running tightly with Adam Farr and Gary Lavoie. Farr backs off a little bit though, and Lavoie taking this high line around as Jen Hall settled into 4th. And we got a battle on for the lead as Calvin Catlin trying to work to the inside of Kirsten Jones. Saw these 2 make contact in a race-ending caution in our last Thunder Truck race. And another caution going to come out. Kirsten Jones rolls to a good start on the outside. Calvin Catlin providing right back to pressure in from down low. And Jen Hall's going to get around Gary Lavoie Jr. for 3rd now, moving into podium spot. Can Calvin Catlin had a run to get there? We saw these 2 make contact a week ago on the final lap. Doesn't look like there will be more today. She moves up the track though. Can he get there? And there is contact. But Kirsten Jones holds on to... And the 21 of Austin Ward gets turned here, coming across the front straightaway and nose into the wall. But Kirsten Jones with her second Thunder Truck win of the 2024 season and holds on to her points lead. Start looks a bit better that time. Nick O'Neill still going to roll through the middle and right to the lead here. Passes have been tough to come by for Harrington tonight. Has found a lot of contact through him. Harrington just going to hold this low line, trying to work Bryce Bonnet higher and higher. Less than a tenth of a second separating those two right now, as Harrington able to get a nose out in front on the back straightaway. And try and give a bit of a roll into the corner. A little bit of contact there, but they're able to keep it going straight. Harrington now picked up that third spot. Sees right there, they're trading off better laps. Brandon Bonnet able to just stay out in front, but Harrington's been consistently about a tenth faster. Isn't it enough to get there with less than 5 laps remaining? White flag waves in the air this time for Nick O'Neill. One more time around. Brian Harrington Jr. looking to pick up that second spot on Brandon Bonnet, and does, taking the white flag. Can Bonnet battle back here on this last lap? Nick O'Neill making his way through 3 and 4. One more time, and gets his fourth modified win of the 2024 season. Harrington holding on to the spot, and it keeps it clean out of 4. He'll hold on to second with Brandon Bonnet third. Well, thank you all, fans, for coming out tonight to Tucson Speedway for Armed Forces Day. And to those of you still remaining, thanks for hanging out with us to the very end. Thank you all for coming out to the track tonight, and I hope you all drive home safe and get home safe. You have a good one, and we'll see you next time here at Tucson Speedway, the action track built for speed.